Oh man, props to the people who make this look so natural. It's hard work and it feels very foreign, I assure you. I hope you can tolerate watching these. Okay, what happens from here? So if you decide you want to go ahead, you send an email saying, let's do this, and we'll send across invoice for a 50% first payment, as well as a contract to make sure we're on the same page with expectations and what's included. And then once you make first payment, your date is secured. A date is not secured 100% until a first payment has been made. There are so many ways that people can get disappointed in this process, and there's no way to look after everyone's needs, including my own as a small business. So I will always aim to be transparent with you and let you know if someone else is interested in your date. But the bottom line is a date is not secured until a payment has been made. So just keep that in mind, because it's always really hard. You never want to disappoint couples, but it's complex, and that's the only way to make it, fair across the board for everybody. So once you've made first payment, we'll send across some information and resources for you to have a look at and get started. And then when I say we, I have an amazing assistant called Angie who helps me in the business, and she's my savior, and she makes your experience a lot more organized and enjoyable for you. So she's great. We'll send across some information to organize our first catch up. That looks different for every couple depending on what package you have bought. There's a lot of videos like this to support you to access information. In that first meeting, we have to cover all the paperwork. We figure out what the structure of your ceremony is going to look like, and usually we're having a bit of a chat about what your life looks like too. So again, depending on how much you have invested in the ceremony and how much time you want to spend preparing and really understanding what matters to you in your life, so we can create the most true to you ceremony and successful atmosphere on the day, that determines how long we spend together in the lead up. But like I said before, that session's all about asking you really broad questions, because different things matter to different people, and seeing where you take the focus, getting your turn of phrase, getting your sense of humor. So we've got the right representation of the two of you and how you like to spend your time together. It's got your fun and playfulness, and also the significance that feels true to you. So all ceremonies need to have that beautiful mix of, it's a significant moment, you're inviting a lot of people to be there with you. So we need to take the time to kind of honor that moment, but also let it have the levity and fun so that everyone can relax and really enjoy being present in the space with you. So that's the key, but that looks different for every couple. And from there, I go away and I write up the draft. I don't have any attachment to it other than wanting it to be the best representation and atmosphere for you on the day. So we have a couple of options. If you would like to collaborate on the draft, I welcome your input. I think your input can make it even better. I might have started sharing some story you told me, and you'll just add extra details that just make it sound that bit more like you, and that resonates with everyone who's there with you, obviously. Some people go, we don't want to hear it beforehand. We feel like you understood what we're about. We trust your experience. We just want to have a genuine reaction in the moment. We don't need to see it. Or there's a nice in between where maybe you don't want to read it, but perhaps you'd like, someone who knows you both really well, just to give it a once over. So you've got that added sense of security that someone who knows you really well has said, yeah, it's awesome. You're going to love it. So we just do whichever of those works best for you and go back and forth till you're 100% happy with what we've created. And it's also become really clear that at the moment in these COVID times, it's really important for everyone to be organized and prepared early, so that if some kind of last minute transfer is required for any of your suppliers, we can give you the most organized transfer possible. So the person who has to step in is as prepared to give you the best experience possible.